Hello everyone, I'm your host BlackTuna and welcome back in another video, once again talking about Genshin Impact, because just now they've released an update video for the 1.4 version coming out this month. If you've watched my previous video, you would know that 1.3 was a little bit lackluster when it came down to the event itself, to the story itself, because it didn't really involve any character from Liyue when there was actually a Liyue event going on. This one, the 1.4 version event, actually already seems much more inviting than the previous one, because judging from what we can see in the trailer, apparently all the characters from Mondstadt will have an appearance, or they will have some sort of spot in this event. Because yes, just like in Liyue, now there's another event in Mondstadt. Now there's many things to be excited about, but the first thing I want to mention is that in this update, in the whole 1.4 version update, we won't be getting any new 5-star characters. Instead, there will only be one new character, 4-star, and it's our beloved Rosaria. Okay, calm down now, calm down. This is great news for me and I guess everyone else being a free-to-player, because this gives you enough time to save for the next 5-star character, and I think that eventually this new 4-star character, Rosaria, will end up in the default banner, so you won't have to pull for her in this specific new event banners that will feature characters like Venti, for example, and I think you can save a lot of your Primo Gems that way. Personally, I really love the character design for Rosaria, of course, but I don't think I will be pulling for her in an event banner. I think I will wait until she goes in the default banner and then I will go ham. But anyway, let's talk about what we're going to get in this event. Of course, there's going to be some new story content. This will pick up right where we left off with Dainsleif in the previous update. Now, in the video, they didn't really show too much about the story content, but apparently we will be getting some sort of new encounter, new boss fight, new enemy, which is that new type of Abyss Mage that Dainsleif mentioned in the previous chapter. Now, I'm more inclined to think that this is going to be a new boss fight, because judging from the cutscene, it seems like this guy has multiple faces. The second one apparently very fast. I could be wrong, but this is the impression that I get off of the trailer. Now, at the time of recording this, their live stream has not been broadcast yet, so I will wait after that to confirm this information. Of course, after the story content is done, you have to jump in the new events, and this update seems to be filled with events, all different from one another. So unlike the previous update where the main event was the tower defense minigame, now we're getting tons of minigames. We have balloon shooting, we have platforming minigames, we have music minigames, and much more. And everything is set in different environments. Some of them are in the open world, such as the balloon shooting, I believe, but others require new environments, specific environments, just like the tower defense minigame did. In this video, they also mentioned that there's going to be some Oceanid related event. Now, the Oceanid is that really hard to fight water boss fight, but there seems to be something else going on right now that apparently ties in with Deluxe Winery. So I don't really know how, but apparently we're going to face off against the Oceanid during this event. And according to previous leaks, there seems to be some sort of new pet, new companion shaped like a small Oceanid that we can carry with us. Now, this is not confirmed in this trailer, but it was leaked a while ago, and they did mention it would have been released during the 1.4 update, which is this one right here. So I'm not really looking forward to fighting the Oceanid again, but if the event brings good content with it, I'm up for it. Now, the meat and potatoes of this event, of this update, is the Hangout Events. So you can actually hang out with the characters coming from Mondstadt. And what I think this is about is basically, you know, the information about the characters that you can read in their bio and in their voice lines, for example. Well, I think you actually get the chance now to understand a bit more about these characters via these encounters. And these are real encounters, real events. So I think it's still going to be story driven, but this is great. I want to know more about the characters because I don't really think you get the chance to get to know them well enough, especially characters that you don't own. For example, I don't have Jean, but I would like to know more about her, and I think if you can hang out with her, this is gonna be a great opportunity to find out more about her job and much more. But the most important thing is that you can hang out with Noelle, and this is every person's dream, and don't you even lie to me. So I don't know how many there's going to be, but from what I've seen, you can hang out with Noelle. I think you can hang out with Barbara, you can hang out with Well, actually, now that I think about it, you can hang out even with people from Liyue. There was Chongyun, I believe. I could be wrong, but, you know, don't quote me on that. You can hang out with people, I don't know if they're strictly from Mondstadt or even from Liyue. We will see about that. Then, of course, let's not forget to mention there's the new character, 4-star Rosaria, spear-wielding cryo character. I am not gonna lie, I want to have this character, but in the same time, I've gotten so many spear-wielding characters lately that I don't have any more spears to give to anyone else. So again, I'm gonna hold off until this character comes to a default banner, and then I'm gonna pull for her. But until then, if you like her, if you enjoy her, please go ahead. It's a 4-star, you're going to have lots of chances to get her. Together with the new characters come new weapons. We're going to have a new spear, new bow, new catalyst, new sword. And I think, from what we've seen in the video itself, and it's related to the main story, so the main character and that new enemy that Dainsleif mentioned previously, there's something related to a sword. Now, is this a sword that we got from Albedo? Who knows? I mean, it surely doesn't look like it, but the darkness coming out of it in the video resembles the one from the sword that Albedo gave us. I think this covers pretty much everything that was shown in the video itself. Now I'm gonna hold off until the live stream goes live, and I will see if they release any more information about it. If there's anything extra, I will let you know. Alright, and I'm back after the live stream ended, and there was actually a lot to unpack. First of all, the Abyss Herald, the new creature, the new boss fight that we will be encountering in this new version of the game, it's a story encounter. So it's not gonna be another weekly boss or another normal boss that you can face off anytime you want. It's going to be a one-time, one-shot story encounter, but as they mentioned in the live stream, it probably will be a boss later on, maybe in the next update when the story progresses forward. Also, progressing through the events will allow you to get a special bow called Windbloom Ode Bow, and if you complete all the challenges for this event, you can actually get this bow up to enchantment level 5, so that's actually great. You get a max level bow if you are into bow characters. I'm not sure what the specifics behind this bow are, what are its skills and its stats, but I'm pretty sure it's decent enough, you know. Also, Hangout Events. Hangout Events are there to stay, so it's a new thing, a new gameplay mechanic, a new way of storytelling, if you will, that it's going to stay in the game even in later updates. Actually, it's going to get better with each update, because as they mentioned, to get into one of these Hangout Events, you're going to have to use some of those story keys that you can accumulate when doing daily quests. So you're going to get also multiple choices during these Hangout events, and depending on what you choose, the event may get a completely different path, and you can have, if you with 2 different choices, you can have 2 completely different outcomes for this Hangout event, and you actually can complete all the different outcomes for each event if you replay it every time and you change what you say to the NPCs. So for now, the Hangout event will only feature 4 characters. We have Barbara, we have Noelle, we have Chongyun, as I mentioned, and we have Bennett. But with later updates, we are going to get more characters. So the Hangout event, as I said, is going to improve the further we go with the updates. Then they've also confirmed finally that we are actually getting the new Oceanic Small Pet, and this is tied to its own event, its own story, and together with it there's going to be also lots of rewards. Not only that, but the big Oceanic, the classic boss fight that we all hate, is going to get some new fighting mechanics. Now, I didn't quite understand if these new mechanics are here to stay or if they are just for this specific event, because now the Oceanic is actually really pissed and she's gonna fight you herself. So yeah, you know, and from what I've seen in the previews, the new abilities actually look really good. And you can fight the boss directly, she's not gonna spawn any more ads that you have to kill. Then what else? There is an arena event, so every day you're going to be able to fight in this arena at increasingly difficult levels, and for each level that you complete you're going to get certain rewards. Of course, every challenge is gonna be the same, and if you complete a harder difficulty, automatically the lower difficulties are going to be completed as well. So if you just want to play the harder one and you want to play it once, you're going to automatically complete the easier ones as well. So that's actually great. Last but not least, we have some gameplay updates. We're going to be able to hold 5 condensed resin from this update onwards, which is actually great. I'm tired of going back and forth from Mondstadt. They're going to be optimizing crafting, forging and cooking when it comes to actually using these skills with specific characters, and also ward level can be lowered by 1 once you reach ward level 5, and you can do this once every 24 hours. Of course, you can only lower it once and then restore it back to your original value only once every 24 hours, so you can't lower it 2 times or 3 times if you wait more time. So yeah, this was pretty much it, and I'm glad they actually went over some of the questions that I had, and I don't know, let me know what you people think about this. I actually think and feel like this update is filled with content, and you know, comparing this one with the 1.3, I feel like the 1.3 was a little bit less structured and less involved with the characters that we actually meet in the game and that belong to a certain region, in that case Liyue. And in fact, I think 1.4 is already doing a better job, or will do a better job at this. Featuring characters that we know and love from Mondstadt. In the same time, I feel like the rewards from this 1.4, from what we've seen from the previews, they don't seem as good as the rewards that we could get in the 1.3. Let's remember that 1.3 featured actual intertwined fates as rewards, so I was hoping to see this coming back in 1.4, but you know, there's a lot of Primogems to go around, so I think that's gonna suffice for everyone else. Also, there's no 5-star character coming out, and we already know that. This is all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please do click the like button, subscribe and leave a comment down below, and I will see you again in the next video.